We're live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here on the Indie Artist Spotlight special show. Thanksgiving, and I got my guest on with me tonight, Mr. David Benton. Man, what's going on?
Man, all is well. I can't complain.
I know that's right. Are you in the kitchen prepping and cooking, getting stuff ready?
Listen, man, we over here doing it all. You know what I'm saying? We making turkeys and deviled eggs, and we got the family for tomorrow. We got family from out of town coming, man. So we rented out a ballroom. So we just we're gonna have fun with family, man. Just have a good time.
Okay, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know,
Yes, sir.
I know. Although my family will be out there in Texas, but I'll be with them. I'll be with them in Christmas. I got family spread around. So from
Yeah,
California on,
us, man.
uh,
That's us. That's
yeah,
I got my mama come from a family of 16 kids, so we got a big family.
yeah. I'm from a family of 13 kids.
Oh, so you already know how it is, man. I
Yeah,
love it. I love when family get together, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Just knowing, what I'm saying, all the things we're going through and this pandemic and people passing. Now they had a lot of family members pass away. So just us being able to have this moment and share and be together, man, just that's a blessing
mhm.
for me.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. We've had a couple of people pass away during the pandemic and everything too. But God is still on the throne.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
So man, I've been listening to your I've been listening to your single, man. As I look at you, you look more like a R and not the R. I don't want to say R&B, but you look more like a traditional gospel singer, not a hip hop artist.
Hey,
but
man, I'm very far away from tradition, man. That's the thing, man. You know, you know, I done been through 13 years of federal prison.
oh
You
wow,
know, yeah, 13 years of federal prison, man. Got incarcerated 2002, came home 2015. And my
oh wow,
first cellie, man, he had life in 30. And, he showed me his out date. I showed him my out date. Mine said 2015. His out date said deceased on it. So in the federal system, there is no parole system. Once they tell you life, you get life. And I
wow,
remember he told me, he said, youngster, prepare for home. So that's all I did, man. Prepare for home. You know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
it's a blessing for you to say that because, what I'm saying? Just to, because people stereotype you when they understand your history and what you've been through, so that's good to hear. It let you know, man, I came a long ways and I have no regrets. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely
Yeah.
hip hop all day. I don't even
Okay.
call myself a CHH artist, man. I don't. My music always inspirational, positive. I just don't put a tag on it because I just like to do music, man. It's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a foundation in the church. That's the foundation. But at the same time, man, I just love to do. I feel every culture, every civilization, every religious belief system, man, deserves some great music.
Right.
That's I look. You know what I'm saying? This is not now. I definitely have the straight gospel music, but at the same time, to be honest, man, when I was doing all gospel, it was the least supported, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to do really what I want to do anyway. Let's just do inspirational music, be positive, like Stevie Wonder, right? Like
Right.
Stevie,
Right.
man,
I'm just
who
thinking
gonna
about.
complain about Stevie?
Right.
Stevie can
Right.
get it to you any kind of way. And it's good music. It just make you feel good. It ain't about religion because religion can separate you too. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I know who I am, but for everybody else, man, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about religion. It's so much more than religion. I just want to give good music, make people feel good, man. No matter
Another
who.
person is Ray Charles.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So those brothers, man. So that's what I'm saying. So when I do my music, that's what it's about. Being inspired by people like Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, just doing real good, feel good music. So even with hip hop, I want to make people feel good. I want to make people think. You know what I'm saying? To be an inspiration, to really make you wake up to a reality, to understand, man, that if you believe that you created in God's image and God's likeness, then you can definitely go beyond your fence every day.
Right,
And that's
right,
why it's called beyond the fence, because I was behind the fence for 13 years. And then you got people who claim to be free, who never been incarcerated, but they spiritually incarcerated.
mm-hmm.
So I'm here to break that spiritual prison that people been in for so long and free your mind. Understand, man, if you believe you made in his image, his likeness, it's so much greatness inside you. You just gotta walk it out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? People using God as an enabler. You know, they pray and sit back. Well, faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? Me and
yeah,
Paul said, man, I'll show you my faith by my works.
that's what the Bible say.
So you got to put in the work. And people feel, they using God as a genie. God, I need this, I want this, but really they making a wish. They're not really praying, they're just making a wish. Because we have so much to be thankful for.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
We
right.
have to be thankful for. So I just walk it out, man. I'm beyond my fence.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Tell my listeners and the audience that we have right now who you are and what your latest project is.
Yes, I am David Benton, the founder of Beyond the Fence Enterprise. Shout out to Shay Samuels for really helping me take off the entertainment, because it was Beyond the Fence Entertainment. And then I used to always say, man, we're more than music. And she came, she's like, look, man, we always talk about more than music. Let's change it to enterprise. So that's what I did, you know what I'm saying? I just went ahead and went with it and made enterprise, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm also an artist.
Okay.
Um, Man, my latest project is called America, but this is like my fourth project. My first one was called Background because I'm fresh out of prison. The second one was self-titled David Benton, just me really transitioning and really just writing to where I could be myself and get out of really the religious aspect of it because it's so judgmental and I have no time for the negativity. And the third one was called Boys to Men, and Boys to Men really changed my life. It's like when I dropped that project, man, really things really started looking uphill and really getting better for me. So that definitely was a blessing. And now this one is called America. So I have a lot of political issues, things that people are afraid to talk about. I'm not
Right,
afraid to talk about them.
right. See, and a lot of times, even with my station I said, you know what? That's why you have disclaimers because you don't want to not give the news. You don't want to not, that a lot of times political news is important, especially when it comes to African Americans, and then when it comes to,
Absolutely.
you know, and and that's why I tell people all the time, look, um, put a disclaimer on. People don't have to tune in if they don't want to. If it's something that people don't like to hear, go to somewhere else. But that's why we have freedom of speech in America. You know. So, what type of instruments do you play?
Actually, I play no instruments. I
Okay.
beatbox real good. I can beatbox now. Hey, I can do the old beatbox back from the Fat Boys or something. But man, what I do, man, we have producers. Man, shout out to Freddie P, Fred Pie. Um, there's some other producers, man, that I'm that are part of the Beyond the Fence family, and also just strong affiliates that we get our music from. Great producers. Come a long way, man, with the production because I
Mhm.
was in the freezer for a long time. So when I first came home and I started getting my production, I was picking these beats out, man, and people was like, "Man, you can rap, but you can tell you've been locked up for a long time." And I kind of sound a little outdated, but
Uh,
I picked the beats out, so I was happy. I got out in 2015, but I still had that 99 and 2000 type of flow. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
then I started evolving. So by the time I got to the David Benton project, you could see the transition. Then by the time I got the Boys to Men, like I said, it changed my life, man. And that's when people really started gravitating. Like, oh, okay, I hear you.
Now
And
I have a song called "Amazing" from you.
that's off the new project, America.
Okay, now what's the backstory behind Amazing?
Hey man, like I said, you made like the Bible say, you made in His image and His likeness. Like I
Mm,
hear people always degrade themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you are part of the kingdom, why we always talking about I'm nothing, I'm filthy rags, I'm dirt. You ain't nothing. You're terrible. You're pitiful. But then they tell you, you know, they want you to walk upright, walk
right,
like Him, be Christ-like. Well, stop putting yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tell yourself you're amazing. You got to tell yourself you're beautiful. You
right.
know, tell yourself that you are great. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be arrogant with it.
The
Just
power is
focus
in
on being better than you used to be. Go beyond your friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's what amazing about. I'm just inspiring people, letting them know, man, you amazing, man, you great. You know what I'm saying? You are better today than you're yesterday.
mm,
And that's what I want to inspire people, man. Don't put yourself down. Build
right.
yourself up. Because we're looking for people to give us happiness. And if you're looking for people to make you happy, then you already failed.
That's right, right, right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You want
You
people that
already
you
failed.
want people to give you the truth, the truth.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's what I look for. I look for the truth. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
all truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
What homeboy say? Say you can't handle the truth.
Yeah, people don't want the truth.
All
And for
right.
all y'all listening, everybody who talk about bad about hip hop and saying, man, we can't get no, everybody talking about the killing, the murder. Well, listen, y'all can change the narrative, but you have to support positive music that's inspirational and it sound good.
Mm,
And it sound good. But you can control the narrative, but you gotta be supportive. Shout out to everyone who do support.
big shout out.
Shout out
Y'all
to
have,
everyone. Hey, it's so many that do support that I'm so grateful. But I'm only talking about the naysayers because it's a lot of naysayers as well. So the thousands of people, man, that's blessing me for real because I can only go as far as people accept me. You know what I'm saying? As far as the music go, as far as
well,
the
you,
music, I'm always
I
inspirational.
forgot to start the go live on radio. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload this. What I'm gonna upload this version right after we get finished. So that way
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to hear it on the radio. You can hear it on the radio after we get done. So
Awesome.
I apologize for those that are tuning in right now on
Yep.
kbbhradio.com. I just been so excited to get with this brother and play his music and get a chance to talk to him so this y'all look just charge my head, don't charge my heart. Okay. So what we gonna do now, David? I'm gonna play Amazing,
All right.
and then we're gonna share with folks. You're gonna share with folks how they can get it because is it out yet? Is it out and available?
Man, it's on all this. Listen, go to Amazon first and purchase it for 99 cents. Let your boy get 99 cents. Can I get 99 cent, people? It's just it's under $1. You get listen,
Right.
if you put $1 on, you're gonna get change back. You can get a whole penny back.
You get the whole thing back.
That's good. You gonna get a whole penny back. You hear
Matter,
me?
matter
Put
of
in that
fact,
dollar.
get that single before you get that bubble
Hey,
gum for $1.49.
come on now. But it's on all digital outlets. I even
Okay.
have a video on YouTube
And
called
now,
Amazing.
and
Go
now
to
you
my YouTube channel and subscribe. Like and subscribe. If you don't like it, comment. It don't matter.
and they can watch it on the Soul Capture Television Network also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So well, here we go. Let's see. La, la, la. And I tell you guys, the sound, the beat is off the hook. I mean, I'm listening. I listen to the beats a lot, and I tell you, he know how to arrange his music. So here we go. Amazing by Mr. David Benton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people hating me, but it don't hurt to know. Don't even face. I am created. But there is some know you can't replace. Mama that made me a king to protect all of my queen. Life is worth saving. Loyalty, using me and all of my team. I'm amazing. Oh, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. All of our queen. I'm amazing. I'm a king. I went from a prince to a king because my daddy is king. His daddy was king. Fruits don't fall. Far from a tree, the devil can shatter my dreams. I know what tragedy brings. I know what matters to me, my family first. That's why I'm planting my seeds. Raise them, be better than me. I'm breaking that curse. Now that I'm free, no longer in bondage. I'm paying homage to the ones who before me. You went up in glory, my spirit is shining. I'm changing my climate. I'm praying to God, I worship the finest. I walk on the streets of gold, I cover the diamonds, being so modest. I gotta be honest, I gotta stay positive. Got my son with me, gotta stay humble. I'm ready to rumble with life till God come get me. Free of the mind is freedom is mine. Look, having fun with it, dropping them jewels, so mentally climb. Look, better run with it. I'm amazing. Oh, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. All of our queen. I'm amazing. I'm the king. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. All of our queen. I'm amazing. I'm the king.
Baby, look outside, hear the chirping for the birds. Sun's out, guns out, coming through with my best first. Feeling so amazing, I'ma say it till my chest hurt. Driving with my windows down, then I make that left turn. Some people say you can do what you wanna do. My daddy says you can be what you wanna be. I'm DB, everyone wishing they be like me. I'm blessed, I'm free, that's a recipe. Like sesame, still bother to be a pleasant me. They let it be, but I see what's the best for me. Remedy, still healing for the ages 3. Got my treasure and I found the key, boy. Tell her later I made her feel underrated though. Hit my shot like that fed and I never waited, no. I'm ahead of the flater, but that's the way to go. I'm a biz out the pay, don't wanna miss alone. Feeling so amazing and I'm feeling so incredible. My daddy did his time and now he's free from all the federals. Now I'm gonna mention something very hypothetical. Feeling leadership within me, feeling so perpetual. Cherish all your memories, it's inevitable. I wanna be an inspiration, very unforgettable. My family taught me how to be wise and respectable. Open up the gates and now my options are accessible.
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. All of our queen. I'm amazing. I'm the king. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. All of our queen. I'm amazing. I'm the king.
I'm amazing. Yeah. I like that t-shirt too.
Appreciate that, man.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
Is that one of your designs?
Yes, this is my Better You shirt. It's a Better You collection. So I'm trying to become a better me, but and it's like the but it's like what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? This is me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I'm trying to be a better me every day.
I added my brother John Williams and kind of late, man. So did you get a chance to hear the music, John?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm just sitting here in the chat room, just typing up a little greetings. That's all.
Uh-oh. But anyways, okay. Uh, man, what's up with your camera?
What's that?
Now you keep going in and out. You keep going in and out.
Yeah, I keep going in and out.
So
I need
look,
to
this
pay my
is
bill today.
Uh-oh.
uh oh, Well, this is Mr. David
Yeah,
Benton, and
I might have some technical difficulties.
okay. Well,
I didn't
like
get
I
out
said,
to bed today. I didn't get out of bed today.
this
Mm.
is this is David Benton, John, and he's the one that wrote the
Pleasure to
single.
meet you, my brother.
What's going on, King?
Okay.
Yeah, I call you a king because we walking in royalty. So I'm gonna just call you a king. You know what I'm saying? You black. You know what I mean?
Well, what am I?
Thank
What am
you.
I?
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
chocolate brown.
Hey, it's all
it
melanin. It's all melanin, man. God is good.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
is. It's all melanin.
y'all have a lot in common. Y'all can talk about it later. Y'all have some things in common, so y'all can talk. You can talk about it later.
Yes, sir.
Um, um, uh, uh, Another kindred brother, John. So, so David, how far do you want to go with this project?
I mean, it's as far as people allow it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this music, man, you know, I'm not music first. You know, I'm David Benton first, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a son. I got many hats. So far as my character, having integrity, that's just who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? The music is just a gift. You know, so I'm an entrepreneur. We help people grow their businesses. Man, we help these young kids, man, teens, you know what I'm saying, help them become entrepreneurs. We preparing them for the future. You know what I'm saying? Then we have troubled teens, the ones who, and trouble don't mean bad. They just mean they just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we help them figure it out so they can be a better version of themselves, so they can go beyond their fence. So the music, man, it's just that's just part of the gift. So who I am as a person, I just execute the music with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard. Just being my real self. It's not hard to be my real self. I don't even gotta pretend. I don't even gotta fake it, man. I just be me. Take the mask off and be me.
That's
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So it's gonna go as far as people allowed to go, as far as the music. But can't nobody stop me. I'm gonna be me regardless. In
That's
love, though. In love and righteousness, man. I care for people. You know what I'm saying? I care for people. But you know, I'm confident in me though. I'm confident in me. Because God created us that way. I really believe God exists.
so. How can people get a hold of you on social media?
Oh man, go to Facebook. Like I said, man, go to David Benton. That's Benton. Facebook page, man. Go to the YouTube page, David Benton. Subscribe and go to Beyond the Fence .org. That's BEYONDAFENCE.org, and that's our website. Go to Beyond the Fence Facebook page. If you can't find Beyond the Fence, go to BDF Family, and the Beyond the Fence page still should pop up. And that's what it's about, man. We just want to help people, be an advocate, um, just for righteousness, man. And that don't mean that you're gonna be sinless, but at least you can sin less. You know what
Right,
I'm
right. The Bible say we all.
saying?
The Bible say we all have sinned.
Yeah. So man, hey, it's time to enjoy life because you amazing. Like let's smile more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
we don't gotta have no attitudes, man. Let's all congratulate each other. Hey, give each other our flowers, love one another, and just live. Smile because you deserve it. That's
Well,
how I feel.
you see what happens when I smile.
Hey,
I
hey,
have the pearly browns, not the pearly whites.
hey, and you deserve to smile. That's
Hmm.
right. So if you smiling, why can't I?
Okay. Well,
Why
okay.
can't I?
So, uh, do you work with? You said you work with a lot of youth. What kind of inspirational, encouraging words you would give a youth that would like to be involved with what you're doing or how you're doing it?
Yeah, well, like I said, man, when it comes to our young people, man, they are the future. They
Hmm.
are the future. For us, it's not too late. to grow. You know what I'm saying? But the future is for our youth. So it's important for us to impart these facts, this knowledge, and they apply the wisdom when they get the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They get the knowledge, they apply the wisdom. But a lot of them don't know how brilliant they are because they just lack resources. Mm-hmm. So what I do, I just really help them execute what God already put in them. They got these gifts, they got these talents, but they just don't recognize they got it. Like me, I started welding. When I came home from federal prison, man, I was welding, and I did so good welding, man. I made, a lot of money welding, being a welder. But you know what? I didn't have that opportunity back when I was, before my incarceration. I ain't know nothing about that, man. I ain't get introduced to it for real until I got incarcerated. So it showed I had the skill. I just didn't know I had the skill.
Just didn't know you had it.
It was already there.
And you know what? You are right. Welders do make a lot of money. I have a niece. That she's right now a welder in San Francisco, and she's making bank. And she's younger than me, and I tell you, she loves what she does.
I love it too, man. It's a good field. It's a good field. And when I was incarcerated, I just wasn't existing. I lived, even though I did 13 years in federal prison, 13 years, 2 months. I wasn't just existing. I wasn't just doing time. I was living. I made sure I prepared myself for home. So I went to school for 18 months as a welder. I went back to school into a college called Texarkana College, a real accreditation. And I went and got my HVAC certification. So I'm EPA certified in HVAC, that's heating, ventilation, air conditioning. And I'm a certified welder, skills. And I'm a certified, and I'm a barber. You know what I'm saying? All these trades, I went and I got them out because I applied myself. But it's so many people who just did the time and they came home and they didn't really grow. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I met a lot of brilliant brothers, man. It ain't like brothers in there just trying to figure out how to do more crimes. That's only TV to sell tickets and to draw streams. But in the real world, most of them, I'm telling you now, 90% of them brothers in prison are remorseful. They want to grow, and they're trying to be better, and not happy about doing the time.
Right.
A bunch of fights and raping. Nah, man. Men in there being men and blessing other men and helping them become better versions of themselves. So everything that was poured into me because of these awesome brothers that I was around, because we had senators in there. You know what I'm saying? We had some judges, some police officers, and a lot of people, from the professional world, you know what I'm saying? So those type of people you meet in the feds.
What state were you in? What prison?
I was in North Carolina, Butner, shout out to Butner, my guys in Butner, North Carolina. I was in Atlanta. I was in Memphis. I was also, I did transit through Oklahoma, but I stayed there way too long. It was some months. I was supposed to be there like a few weeks, and I was there about 6 months. Ooh. But then I ended up going to Texarkana, Texas.
Okay.
And I came home from Texarkana, Texas. And, that's, man, those places blessed me, man. And shout out to all the brothers, man, who saw something in me and poured so much knowledge into me and loved me correctly to see me go out and show my.
Well, man, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. John, you got any questions before you go out?
Oh, yeah, and I'm sorry I missed some of it, man. I've been in here trying to take care of some business and stuff like that. Been trying to get on my other little stuff I need to pay for. So I had to use this one. But, yeah, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm honored to be here in the house, Dr. B, Dr. Herndon. Yeah, I would say, I'm glad you shared that testimony because, it's when we try to find our way, a lot of young brothers and sisters, they didn't have that parental guidance. that full parental guidance. You know, it might have been a teacher, it might have been somebody that they were around, you know, in early in life, kind of gave them that structure, you know, and then later on they went, you know, to try to find their own path. But some people find themselves in the correctional control, and a lot of times, not all the time, a lot of times do the correctional control is where a person have that time to really sit down and really cultivate with themselves and really understand who they are. And the time, I say the time doesn't be, because I'm like you, I was around a lot of brothers, a lot of men when I was in jail, and those brothers wasn't on no BS. You couldn't even, now they might joke, but it only went so far. You know, most of them was crunching numbers, putting out, trying to do business plans in the law library, learning all kind of stuff and stuff that you couldn't believe you had access to.
Big facts.
And then the handful of those that was on BS, they couldn't get around them brothers. Them brothers would get around them a little bit, but they didn't really interact with them all the time. They'd be only around them for a certain period of time to let what they had rub off on them. And if it didn't, they get on away from them. They find a circle of people that had either a like minds, they were either in the church, had a like minds, they were doing something constructive, and you found a lot of them. I couldn't believe it was that many people doing was constructive. And the very few that wasn't, it was few. You know, and you just didn't do nothing with them, you know, but they wasn't stupid either, because they'd get around some of those people and you'd understand that they had a little sense. They just rather play the fool for a little while. I appreciate your testimony, brother. I've gone through the same thing. I was going to be a welder, MIG and TEG and MIG. Is it TEG and MIG or MIG and TEG? What is it?
It's both. It's both. They two different type of welding, but both, whether it's MIG, TEG, stick welding, flux core welding, pulse welding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do all them. I ain't doing no underwater welding. People die.
Now, you didn't want to mess with OSHA, huh?
Nah, man.
Right. I knew a lot of guys, man, that went into the underwater welding, deal with the OSHA. But I knew a lot of guys went into the oil field. Was that pretty big too? A lot of people was talking about that.
Yes. They man, listen. That's what I try to tell these kids, man. Get you a trade, man. College, I'm here to tell you the truth, man. College ain't for everybody.
It ain't. No, I didn't get through it.
A trade is everybody. Listen, man. Everybody not trying to be a teacher. Everybody not trying to be a scientist or a historian or a doctor, or lawyer. Man, listen. Get you a trade. That's what makes the world go around.
It is. It does. And then when you do get that trade, you'll find out about the history of it, where it came from, how it started, who opened up the doors. And then you'll be glad about why it is you there, and then you understand what it is. In any business, somebody had to pave the way and open up the door, especially for African American men and women. And I would love to know who was the first black welders, who was the first ones that did, and I know they were black folks. Because once we go back to the ancient Egypt spiritual system, we know darn well they were black folks. And if you go to Ivan Ben Sertima, they tell you they were melting steel in Africa before Christ, before all that. Them boys was already doing it. So we know who it was. So that's in you, brother. And it had to come out. A lot of things that I was doing that I didn't know that was in me. I knew I loved law. I knew I loved Columbo. I always watched it.
Right.
Going to jail and getting out, I learned law. I understood it. Went to school for it. Went back to college for it. Got a GED to go to do so I can help black brothers. Then learned how to write a book, wrote one, then wrote plays, went in and did all that kind of stuff. But this is coming right out of jail. So something about that, not that we want to be there, and it ain't always that you've done something to be there either, because I had a wrongful conviction and overturning that conviction even today. But something about that because it's like us being a steal away. But you're not steal away because you're around other people who had to get steal away too. And then y'all come together and it be people of all walks of life. Doctors, attorneys, lawyers, every dang thing is right there in them walls. and they no different than nobody else, and wasn't no better than nobody else.
Right.
And so that lets us know right there that we in the melting pot, but here's God at the same time with his hand in the pot, pulling us up out the fire. Brother, I appreciate you tonight. I sent Dr. Herndon something to send y'all with you and your wife. I sent an MP3 of my song, because I'm an artist as well, so I do a little rapping too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, the song is called Righteousness when he send it to you. Yeah, I would like to collaborate with you on something, man. I think you would really like this. I'm dealing with a lot of racism, a lot of police brutality, and just hitting the nail on the head with the hammer, man, and going forward. And it's a very short song. I think you'll enjoy it.
So when I get out here, I'm putting it on. Seriously.
Oh yeah, I think you'll really enjoy that. It's old school kind of flavor with the beat and everything, but it's gonna take you back. It's gonna take you back. You're gonna like that. You're gonna really like that. You're gonna dig the flavor.
Okay.
Dr. Herndon, what's up, man?
We're gonna see what's going on with it.
I'm just listening to y'all two brothers. I gotta have him write me a right song.
Oh, one thing, did you get a chance to cook? Did you celebrate for the day? For tomorrow? Are you celebrating for tomorrow?
I got my roast. My roast is marinating. I marinate my meats before I put it on, and then I'll put it. I'm gonna slap that sucker, since it's just me and my wife. I'm gonna slap that sucker in my slow cooker. And then tomorrow, I guess about 1 and 2 o'clock, we gonna be grubbing.
Yeah, actually, I cooked, and I just got to put my greens and stuff on now when we get through.
Yeah, I got to put my greens on, my black eye, but I'll do that tomorrow. Because like I say, it's just me and her. So
yeah,
a lot of the cooking and stuff. I ain't like David. David rented the whole ballroom and stuff.
Yeah,
what's up, brother David?
Like really, man, because I don't celebrate these days, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what they mean. It was genocide, man. I ain't celebrate when all the Indians got killed.
We was talking about that today.
Took their land.
I know exactly what it means. I know exactly what it means.
We don't feast. So it's like a family reunion every year for us. You know what I'm saying? Like my family, and I'm not trying to nobody's belief system or how they feel about these days. It used to be called holy days, and they took holy off and changed it to holly. You know what I'm saying? So now they call holidays, where they used to be called holy days. They call holidays because they're not holy no more. You know what I'm saying? So, these type of days, man, it's just a family reunion day for me. You know what I'm saying? Just spending time with family. But I don't celebrate them type of days, man, because them days ain't pleasant to me. You know what I'm saying? They not happy for me. They didn't do nothing for my culture and my people. You know what I'm saying? And until as a country, man, can really show each other love. And this ain't a white or black thing, man, because there's a lot of white people, man, who tired of it too. And they get flack they don't deserve because of the system. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Systematic. You know what I'm saying? Keep us down. But it's a lot of Caucasians, man, who they sick of it. They tired of it too. And shout out to all them, man, that's showing love, this work, acting as human beings. They just want to be Americans, man. They ain't tripping out white or black. So shout out to them Caucasians, man, who understand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to change the narrative, man. I'm for the culture, though.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that, because we were just talking about that. I had a prior engagement to this engagement here, and that's on Storm FM UK. And so and Dunny B was asking me, what did I think about this particular Thanksgiving holiday? And I just had to tell him, there's a massacre. You basically taking people's land and stealing their stuff from them and lying to them and then making them think that there's some type of treaty, and it ain't. But today, since the water's been under the bridge and we've moved on into Christianity and into a different phase of what it was, and not really looking at the bloody massacre that it really was, he was asking me, what did I celebrate for? Well, I'm actually not really celebrating. I'm just eating because it's another day to feast and be merry, and I'm above ground. Other people are not celebrating because they understand the history of it. I ain't celebrating the history of it, but if they're going to be to remember that, then I'll rather remember what took place than start to sweep it up under the rug and then let it take and then let it come happen again, without us watching. And that's what happened to a lot of people. And I bless what you said, brother, because the dominant society right now, a lot of the dominant society, they fed up with it because white don't work for it. It ain't working for everybody.
Right.
It ain't working for everybody. So and then they lied to it in a lot of ways too, and they're just ready for truth to come out because sometimes they true you ready for it, but the powers that be, the oligarch plutocratic powers, those powers aren't going to yield, and it just takes us all together to be humane toward one another and not let law, regulations, procedures, policies, ordinance, city, state, federal, and county codes deter our humane ability and our culture from one another. And I bless you for that, brother.
Appreciate that, man. And I appreciate your feedback.
Matter of fact, David, we're gonna have to set you up to be on his show. So
Okay,
we're
that'll
gonna have
work.
to set you up to be on his show, and y'all can talk all them politics that y'all want to talk. But in the meantime, we gotta sell this CD, brother.
Yes, sir.
Go on,
But that's what's all on the CD. Hey, that's what's all on it.
Truth. Truth is what's on this. That's why he talking there. He ain't just talking that. He talking what's on the album.
Hey, and you gonna get fed knowledge, and you gonna be like swagged out with it. You gonna be jamming with it, cause I'm hood.
Thank you.
I ain't no gangster, no thug, but I'm from the inner city, so I'm hood. You know what I'm saying? But I like being hood. So it taught me a lot.
That's the cover right there, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
boys. To
Love
men.
it.
and it's called
Yeah.
Amazing. And I tell you, the song is pretty amazing itself. And like we talked earlier, y'all know me. Y'all know I like to do my little sales pitch at the end. So, look, I want y'all to go buy. It's the holiday season. Well, it's a you guys just debated that. So, but anyway, it's a good time to give. So, give. Uh, what is that noise? What the heck was that? So, buy the CD for 99 cents.
Excuse me.
It makes a great stocking stuffer. It also makes a great gift for a young person that is rapping and those that like Christian hip hop. You know, um, Check it out, you guys. Buy it. So that way he can make more. Just like I was saying with his wife's CD, it costs money to make these CDs, you guys, and
Amen.
don't matter what type of genre they come from. It costs money to make them. It costs money to go in the studio, and it's all the same. If you don't get it right the first time, you're gonna be paying up the nose again to be in the studio again. And then you gotta get your wrapping paper, you gotta get your CD covers, all that. And like I said about with Chase stuff, it that's why a lot of people are moving to digital. A lot of people are moving to digital download
That's the
because
new age. That's where
that's
it's at today, though.
there,
You know what I'm saying?
there. You
That's
know,
just the reality of it.
right,
CDs
right.
and like tapes, like VCR. Like I'm not gonna be proud. Hey man, put the VCR in. It's over. You know what I'm saying? So me coming out of prison, used to the CD game, I had to go digital. So the things we're talking about, majority, 90% of it is digital. We still have CDs for but I still play a CD sometimes. But majority is digital because that's just the new age. You know what I'm saying? So we
Now,
had to
what we don't
limit
have, what we
time
don't have is the 8-track tape.
dead.
Oh, I still got my 8-track tape.
Hey, man, I still got VHS tapes, man. When I came home
I
from prison,
still got them too.
VCR tapes.
I ain't got no 8-track, though.
What about the beta?
Who?
The beta.
What's that? I ain't never heard of that one.
That's a beta. It's like the little smaller VHSs. They used to call them beta. Betas.
Oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
And if you got one, that was a graduation from the VHS because of the quality was supposed to have been better. but
Man,
but
they
Yeah,
been
and those
like
little
I
recorders. You remember those little recorders with those tapes in them?
yeah,
yeah. They
micro
With them little tapes, they had them little bitty
a little bitty
tapes.
recording.
Yeah, I used to love them, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
the little bit, yeah, and the little
man.
recorder. You could hear everybody talking in the recorder, but they had little tapes
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
I love that, man. Hey, y'all remember the Kodak picture? You snap the picture and the picture come out.
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
I still not, and the film come out, yeah.
Man,
And you used to do like that too.
Oh, you got the
And blow it, yeah, you blow it so you can get a good sharp image. I used to hate when you could do it the wrong way and it get blurry though. You used to have to do it right.
mine stayed blurred.
I
Yeah.
used
Oh yeah. You didn't know how to blow yours off then.
I used to love those pictures.
Hey,
You
mine
had
stayed blurred.
Hey, that was back in the day, man.
Back in the day, man, I don't got this break for nothing.
yep.
Right,
I
right.
don't
Boy,
even
we
die.
bring that
I used to
technology
die.
back.
I stopped dying.
It'll sell good.
Yeah, I stopped dying. I used to dye my beard. I ain't dying no more. I'm happy.
Well, we might
Right, yeah, shoot. Rocket.
keepers.
I'm rocking it. And I'm keeping
Rocket.
youngsters. Hey, youngsters,
Right.
get the game up, man. Hey, them lyrics, y'all let me catch up. I just stepped my game up. Catch up now.
Catch up now.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all,
now y'all gotta catch up.
my producer,
Hey,
it
y'all
is
let me figure it out. Y'all let me figure it out, youngster.
What you say, Doc?
my producer telling me it's time to cut it short. So,
Okay.
hey, David, man, it's been a pleasure. Been a
Man,
pleasure.
thank you.
We
Appreciate
gonna
it,
have
man.
together. We gonna have to get together and do some more rapping, man.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
interview. And I tell you, you guys have a blessed day tomorrow. Don't eat too much. Don't listen to me. Don't eat too much.
Hey, y'all watching that game tomorrow?
The only game I'm watching tomorrow is a lot of movies on Netflix.
Oh, okay. All right. Cowboys gonna be playing. I think they playing. I don't know who they playing. Philadelphia. I don't know who they playing tomorrow.
I don't know either.
You
Man, I
know,
ain't
y'all close to the
I've been
Cowboys. Y'all
working
close.
hard.
You
the way
close
they,
to Dallas up
You
here.
know,
the
handling
way
bit.
they
I ain't gonna
lost.
lie, man. I ain't even looked at no football. I've been going hard.
Nothing. I know. I ain't been keeping up with it either. I just
Yeah,
know that they was announcing they playing tomorrow.
I might watch a little quarter or two.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go to the studio.
until they start losing.